Hey guys, let's take a step back and really think, what's the risk of being a trader, right? We keep talking about how to be a profitable trader, how to be a good trader, but before you even get into it, what is really the risk? Are you willing to give up a lot, whether it's your time or whether it's your job or whatever? There's this thing. There was a conversation. I think it was Jim Cramer who said 7 years ago that you either are a full-time trader or you're not. You can't do this part-time. And I'm sure there's a lot of you who will probably argue that you can. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, just the same as like I'm day trading and everybody keeps saying that we can't day trade. So, um, it is as it always has been a specialized sort of discipline, right? Because only the committed and the people who really understand it will survive in this environment, right? It is a very harsh environment, and it is an environment where it requires you to really be quick on your feet and to think really fast and adjust your positions accordingly. So, if you're thinking about being a full-time trader or even just, a part-time trader, what is the risk? The risk obviously is your capital, your money. So if your money is gone, obviously you can't trade anymore. You won't have any more money. Um, so you need a job so that until you can be stable and make money. The other risk obviously is your time. If you've decided that you want to stop or working or whatever business you're in and you want to be a trader, your time is going to be used to get into trading. And if you have a lot of time, if you're single and you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, then you have a lot of time. I've always argued that the best time to do whatever you want is when you're still unhitched, you are uncommitted to anyone, and you can make a lot of mistakes along the way. When you're married, that window definitely gets smaller and smaller because then you have to answer to your partner, and if you have a family, it's even much worse, right? But not all of us have the luxury of being able to do what we want in our 20s or in our teens, right? But the point being is, um, trading is an interesting sort of thing because it's always counter to what us humans do. And there's a lot of people, like, we get emails, I talk to people on the phone, on chat, wherever, who really want to be traders and they don't know how to get started, right? And we try to give them the right sort of, map to where they're supposed to go. Not all of them will, engage our services because not all of them will prefer us. Will probably prefer someone else or whatever. Some people go through the bank route. So if you're, for example, with TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim, they have swim lessons. And I recall, I think just last night somebody was talking to me about that, how they decided to go with TD Ameritrade's lessons and then figured out they didn't learn anything new, and eventually just figured out and booked me for mentorship and classes anyway. Ultimately, you gotta see what's out there. You gotta try. You gotta understand and give it a shot because ultimately trading is it's so fragmented that there isn't like one main institute or university in the world that is a world expert in training successful traders. There's a lot of people who do mentor, just like us. There's a lot of people who do mentor people out there, and there's a lot of them too who are horrible or are scammers, right? And that gives a lot of bad rep to us who actually are here trying to help. But that is just how it is. This is unfortunate. So at the end of the day, right? If you're gonna go down this path, and if you don't know anything about the market, you gotta go and seek somebody or something, whether it's a book, a blog, whatever. Learn as much as you can, and try to make money from there. If you're not doing very well, then obviously that's when you need professional help. Um, and if that still doesn't work, then you got a decision to make. Are you gonna go pay someone else again to help you, or are you gonna stop altogether and do something else? Like there's so many opportunities out there to pursue what you want. It doesn't have to be trading. It can be, I don't know, starting up your own, I don't know, clothing company or whatever. It's the consumerism, right? All over the world has no limits. You just have to find something that people really like and you go in there. But Trading, again, is an always an interesting concept because many people do want to be in this gig. They want this lifestyle, but again, not everybody can get either the right tools to do so, and also the right um, mentor or mentorship, right? Just recently, we partnered up with a different broker that actually allows people to trade up to with $500 day margins, right? Whereas if you're with TD Ameritrade or with I don't know, another broker, Schwab or something, they probably ask you to have like at least $10,000 to trade. So ultimately, the market is an interesting sort of space, and you really need to make sure that you can make money um, with this. And whether you're trading traditional markets or the crypto markets, still the same. We're actively trading Bitcoin as well, and I think the fortune or the fortunate stuff about us is we were able to create an algorithm that does handle a lot of our day-to-day operations now in terms of trade alerts and so on and so forth, right? We even license the some of the data feeds to small and medium enterprises so that they can make money from that directly, right? They can feed that into their trading algorithms or trading systems. But that's the thing. I think that's the way of the future, and I think I'm not even joking when I say this. And I think Goldman even came out on Friday saying that automation in trading has become more and more prevalent, and you as a human being trying to be a trader, you really have to think, is this still something you want to get into? And if it is, how much of a chance are you going to get against a trading robot, right? For us, I'm still trading this, the way I trade, using my mind, but I do use the trading algorithm to help me find, setups that I can't otherwise find with my feeble mind. But that's the thing, right? So it's really important that this summer you probably are taking off, doing whatever you want, but it's important to also understand that if you are interested in trading, you gotta start as soon as possible, not after the summer, because when September rolls in, that's when the market's extremely busy. I would be extremely shocked if you can find somebody or someone or something to really help you while the market is extremely volatile. But again, at the same time, the pace of your learning is always up to you with in terms of your scheduling and everything. But for me, I've always had this thing ever since I wanted to be in trading, that why would I delay something that I can do now to tomorrow? If it's something that I really, my professor once told me this, that if you really like something or if you are really passionate about something, why would you take forever to do it? Why would you delay, right? So there's a lot of people who will come up with excuses. It could be laziness, it could be life, but this is what this podcast definitely kind of explores. Right? These series of podcasts kind of talk about people in general and the kinds of people I've met, I've talked to, who have started trading, who want to go into trading or are trading and having some struggles, um, and working their way through it and hoping to God that they will be able to figure it out and get something out of it, right? So have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and until next time, take care.